Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Kittatinny Regional High School. GardenStateHSWrestling.com brings you the finals of the NJSIAA District 3 Championships. John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney.
Yes, sir.
Right now we have Bergen Catholic in the lead of the team race, and they will be represented in the first championship match by Matthew Mulligan at 106 pounds. Mulligan in the gold with the lightning bolt. Lane Smith of Newton in the maroon and black. Mulligan, who was the top seed, won a major decision over Frank Ferfaro of DePaul Catholic 12-2 in the quarterfinals, and a tech fall 20-3 at 128 of his semifinal match.
With results like that, he certainly deserves to be here in this finals.
And he's already up 6-1 here, trying to make quick work, and gets a turn on Lane Smith of Newton. Now, simultaneously to our left, on an adjacent mat, the consies are going on. An escape there for Smith, and a 9-2 lead for Mulligan. No takedown there. And actually, Smith has a chance right now to do something with that, but now he's exposed his shoulders. Mulligan on top, working his way high. 45 seconds to go in the first period.
Very slow-paced match here to start out. Very technical, very methodical there.
12-2 in favor of Bergen Catholic's Mulligan. And he gets the pin. Mulligan with the pin for Bergen Catholic with 29 seconds to go in the first period. And he is the District 3 champion at 106 pounds. That extends Bergen Catholic's lead, which was approaching 100 points when we started today. Bergen Catholic started the finals in the consies with 226 points. Sparta with 134. The host Kittatinny Regional with 114.
Bergen County's always been a dominant high school when it comes to wrestling. And they're clearly showing it here with an over 100-point advantage here in the tournament.
113 pounds, we'll see the top seed, Connor Hallowich of North Warren. And he will be facing Marcos Hassan of Bergen Catholic. Hallowich, lanky, 113-pound wrestler. He'll be in the red, white, and blue, predominantly blue singlet. Hassan will be in the Bergen Catholic colors. This tournament has moved very quickly.
Indeed it has. A lot of quick pins and a lot of quick things going on here to make this tournament fly by.
They've been working two mats the entire time and are staying with two mats for the finals. They will go on simultaneously. So here Bergen Catholic will be to green. Hallowich of North Warren in the blue singlet has the red wrist ankle band. Hallowich got here with a decision over Tyler Martinez of West Milford, 12-7. No, excuse me, he got here with a pin of Martinez in 5:37. Hassan with a pin over Kyle White of Kittatinny in 122. Both tall wrestlers here at 113. Connor Hallowitz, the number 1 seed in the red, white, and blue. Marcos Hassan, who was the 3 seed in the gold with the green anklet.
As you mentioned, both men have height advantages here, and that'll probably even out the playing field a little bit. Both very tall.
Very similarly built, very tall for 113 pounds. Out of bounds, will restart. Now, the way this works, the top 3 wrestlers will advance to next week. So both wrestlers that you're watching on our feed right now and the winner of the consolation matches that are going on to our left.
Should be very interesting to see who makes the cut.
Hallowitz was the top seed at 113.
No points awarded yet. He tries to go for a takedown here. No points yet awarded by the ref.
Marcos Hassan of Bergen Catholic on the back. He gets 3. He's given a takedown with about 12 seconds to go in this first period of the 113-pound final.
Hassan there with late points there, basically stealing a 3-point takedown away from Hallowitz.
He really did steal that. That was defensive wrestling at its best because Hallowitz initiates the takedown, and then Hassan just kind of moves around it and just finishes it off to get the late 3. And as we've talked about a million times, late points just aren't good.
Yeah.
If you're the one who gives them up.
Yeah, coaches go crazy over stuff like that. The little points at the end of the bouts, at the end of the round, just drive coaches absolutely nuts.
Hallowitz working from the top, now working from behind, trying to execute a takedown here. He's got the left leg, and now he's got it grapevined with his right leg. But a headlock by Hassan trying to negate that, and Hassan's trying to force the action now. It's an interesting position. I'm wondering if they're going to go stalemate or potentially dangerous. They end up on the mat. 3-point takedown for Hassan. No, reversal, excuse me, 2-point reversal. His lead now 5-0 with 1:15 left in the second period. Potentially dangerous to call. Hassan disagrees with that. Again, GardenStateHSWrestling.com with the District 3 finals. John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney. Coming to you from Kittatinny Regional High School. We restart the 113-pound championship with Marcos Hassan of Bergen Catholic in the gold on top, the 3 seed. The top seed, Connor Hallowitz of North Warren, in the blue with red and white trim. He's trying to work from the bottom. Bergen Catholic already with a seemingly insurmountable lead right now. Starting with almost 100 points, and they've made it even closer to 100 points. The live scoreboard right now, Bergen Catholic has 232 points. Sparta in second with 134.5. Kittatinny Regional, they're a distant third at 119. They're 20 points ahead of DePaul Catholic with 99. Newton with 85. West Milford with 69. North Warren 50. Vernon Township 28. Wallkill Valley 16.5. A neutral for Hallowitz makes it 5-1. We are just running out of time for the second period here at 113 pounds.
Like you said, pure domination so far for Bergen Catholic. Over pretty much a 100-point cushion there for them in the tournament.
Hassan gets wrist control, but a shot on the single leg by Hallowitz. He draws the right leg in, tries to shift his body high, trying to get to a 4-point base. Is Hassan, but Hallowitz is trying to lock a cradle in. He's got a knee over the leg. I can guarantee you there was no point in my lifetime that I could get in a physical position like these guys are in.
Yes, very athletic here. I don't think I could wrench myself around that too. That was awesome to see that.
5-1, the lead for Hassan of Bergen Catholic. We get a stalemate, no surprise there, and they will restart.
What a way to get his body twisting and running around like that.
It's just incomprehensible to me.
The way these guys move these days in wrestling is incredible. It really is.
Shot there by Halowitz fails. Hassan with the underhooks to counter it. Coming up on a minute to go in the third period, Halowitz, the top seed at 113, trails by 4 points. Forced out of bounds.
Halowitz here's got to be aggressive here if he wants to get the comeback victory here. He's got to be able to try to get a quick takedown here.
Needs a takedown, and he's going to need back points.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, it's Hassan who grabs the right leg, chops down Halowitz. Halowitz trying to turn back into the move, but turning with him is Hassan. And Hassan now has the ankle. Halowitz has near leg. Trying to draw it in. We're inside 30 seconds left in regulation of this 113-pound final.
Both men have each other's legs here, preventing each other from move. That is a very good defensive move there by Hassan, preventing any ground from being made up by Halowitz.
I was about to ask when you thought they would call a stalemate on this, but they beat me to it.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
No surprise there. They'll restart neutral. 15 seconds to go. Halowitz with the shot. He's fended off, and now an underhook by Hassan.
A good Hassan being defensive, knowing he can just ride this out.
Hassan takes down Halowitz, adds to his lead. It's going to be 8-1 the final.
Now wrestling mat number 1, 120-pound consolation bout.
And Marcos Hassan of Bergen Catholic is your 113-pound District 3 champion. Again, both wrestlers you just watched and the winner of the consolations that are going on to our left will advance to next week. We're on to 120-pound. Joseph Rizzuto of DePaul Catholic and Micah Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic.
And I think that might just make the lead just about unsurmountable here for Bergen Catholic.
I'm giving him a couple of seconds to update. Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic is in the gray with red and gold. Rizzuto, who we saw earlier this season in the Passaic County tournament, is in the green. Bergen County now up 236. They're up 101.5 points. DePaul Catholic with 99. Stalemate called.
Definitely a more classic look here in the Bergen County. Definitely looks like a more retro suit there.
Yeah, it's a really classic look from Bergen Catholic. Rizzuto of DePaul, the top seed, he's in the green, a junior, entered today 26-6 and advanced with a fall and a tech fall. Loudermilk was the 3 seed, advanced with a tech fall and a fall as well.
Similar routes, similar wrestlers.
Stoppage with 57 seconds. The referees have stopped. They blew the whistle. They kept wrestling. They're going to restart neutral. Again, the 120-pound final.
Now, do you think that comes from adrenaline? They don't hear the ref and they just keep going at each other, you think?
No doubt. Today's coverage is sponsored by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, the Harrington Companies and Contractors, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. Our local sponsors are LC Auto Service of Stillwater, Dr. Christian Soul Family Chiropractic, Out of Space Self-Storage, Jay Kramer Landscaping and Snowplowing, and Sesco's Restaurant.
We are grateful for all our amazing sponsors here at Garden State High School Wrestling for giving us access to all the amazing action here across the state of New Jersey.
Whistle there, and I think Rizzuto's banged up a little bit.
Yeah, he looks like he might be bleeding. Maybe we might be getting some blood time here.
Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. On X, formerly Twitter, at Garden State HSW. On Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. We're on YouTube at Garden State HS Wrestling. You can subscribe there, follow up leave a comment. Let us know if you like or don't like what you see. We're going to be coming to you tomorrow with the girls regionals. We're going to be coming to you next week with more stuff. We'll have updates on that. We're going to be breaking down all of today's action in a show one of the off nights. We're going to be previewing next weekend's action. We just have a lot going on, and you can still sign on as a sponsor. If you want to do that, click on your logo here on your local team's page, or you can send an email to admin@gardenstatehswrestling.com. We still have a few weeks of coverage left. We can get back to you, or get yourself set up for next year, because we're going to be back with bigger, better things next year. Still in a blood stoppage in the 120-pound final. Joseph Rizzuto of DePaul Catholic, the top seed, bleeding. Looks like I think he took like a kick or a knee to the face. So it's been a fairly extensive stoppage. He and Micah Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic are scoreless with 17 seconds left. We have already seen Matthew Mulligan of Bergen Catholic with a fall in 1 minute and 31 seconds win the 106-pound championship. And at 113 pounds, his teammate, Marcos Hassan, with an 8-1 decision to win the 113-pound championship. Back at 106, you'll have Mulligan, you'll have the runner-up Lane Smith of Newtown, and Franco Ferfaro of DePaul advancing at 113. You'll have Connor Halowitz, who was the top seed. He lost the fall to the champion, Marcos Hassan, and Kyle White of Kittatinny Regional, who won with a pin in 134 in the consolation match. Those three will keep wrestling next week.
They definitely seem like they're still cleaning things up here. I believe he took a shot, like you said, a knee to the nose, and it was bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah, I was kind of glad that one, and I was an EMT, but I'm kind of glad that one was facing away from us when they stopped that.
Yeah.
So now we're going to restart. We got 17 seconds left in a scoreless first period of the 120-pound District 3 final. John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney coming at you from Kittatinny Regional High School. Bergen Catholic with the team lead.
He's still bleeding, I think, a little bit, too.
I see it. I think you're right. No score after one period.
Let's hope he's okay, though. A little bit of blood isn't going to stop the wrestlers. You got to hope he's okay.
Loudermilk had choice. He deferred to the third period. Rizzuto chose bottom and tries to power up to his base. Peels off the arm, and he's trying to roll Loudermilk here. Loudermilk has a leg trap, but if Rizzuto, he's trying to flip his way through this. He needs to get that leg loose. Now trying to turn from the bottom is Loudermilk. Loudermilk can swing his hips into this. Back to a 4-point base is Rizzuto. And a stalemate called. 1:18 left in the second period. Still no score. The 120-pound District 3 final. Joseph Rizzuto of DePaul Catholic in the green. Micah Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic in the gray. And I almost said the wrong color, Mark, because Bergen Catholic has many different looks today.
I can see that. You see that from seeing the wrestlers around here, around in the tournament. See gold, gray, probably the scarlet red that they have, and maybe other colors too. We'll have to keep track of that.
Loudermilk on top, working. I can't tell if that's a half Nelson or an arm bar.
There you go, better looking at it. I believe that's a half Nelson. It looks more like a Nelson to me.
I think it's a half too. Trying to hook him from behind and keep from being turned. Rizzuto's reaching around. Loudermilk, with 30 seconds to go, has his heel, well, he had both. He peeled one off now. Heels hooked around Rizzuto. Still no score. And a stalemate called. Rizzuto listening to advice from his DePaul Catholic coaches. 15 seconds to go on this restart. Rizzuto, the top seed from DePaul, on bottom. Loudermilk, the 3 seed, on top.
Trying to roll out of it once again. He's trying his best to see if he can get out of it. Even a 1-point escape right here could pretty much stop. Saved by the bell.
That was close. That was close. No points, no score. Great job by both officials there, making sure they were in position to see if shoulders were down, and more importantly, whose shoulders were down in that predicament that both had each other in. No scores, we start the third. It's Michael Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic in the gray on the bottom. Joseph Rizzuto of DePaul Catholic starting on top in the green. Rizzuto, the top seed. No score as we enter the third period of the 120-pound District 3 final. We're at Kittatinny Regional High School. Powering up and getting the first point with an escape is Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic.
With that offensive this match has been, that might even possibly help him win.
It very well may be. I could easily see this go 1-0. But I'm almost wondering now that they're up to neutral. There's been a lot of mat wrestling going on. I want to see where this goes from neutral. Attempted a throw and a stall warning against Loudermilk. Tempted shot again by Rizzuto. He's hooked by Loudermilk. Another shot, driving through it, and a 3-point takedown for Joseph Rizzuto of DePaul. 1:15 left in this third period of regulation at 120 pounds.
Now, if you're Rizzuto here, do you hold him here, or do you try to get more aggressive? That's the question here.
I think he has to get more aggressive, especially with the fact that you have a caution warning against Loudermilk. See if you can get a free point with another stall against him. You can really steal points here since he has that caution against him.
Gotcha. Stealing points is so important in these final matches because you never know what your opponent's going to do. So any little point you can get.
Rizzuto working from the top. He has a 3-1 lead coming up on 45 seconds left in this third period. Holding on, trying to keep from getting turned, is Loudermilk of Bergen Catholic. Working far ankle and cross face. Rizzuto, we get a stalemate call. Boy, we have had a lot of stalemates in this match. I would sign on to watch these guys wrestle again.
Oh, absolutely.
And what they're doing, there's a break on the mat to our left. They'll wait, and after this, move on to 126. For right now, all eyes on this mat and the 120-pound final. Joseph Rizzuto with a 3-1 lead over Michael Loudermilk.
And he's trying to get more, trying to get him onto his back and get some back points, but Loudermilk there with excellent defense in order to prevent that.
Inside 10 seconds to go. I think Rizzuto can ride this out. I think his DePaul coaches know that. And he does. Joseph Rizzuto, the top seed of DePaul Catholic, is your champion for District 3 at 120 pounds. He, Loudermilk, and Patrick Bruseo of Sparta, who won a 15-4 major in the third place match, advanced to next week. We're on to 126 pounds. Nathan Braun from Surprise, Bergen Catholic, against, and I thought I wanted to see how deep this young man got. Delvin Delvin
On deck, mat 1.
Rote
On deck, mat number 2.
of DePaul. He's in the green. Nathan Braun, the top seed, in the white.
On deck, mat 2.
Give me
Braun with a 19-second fall in the semi.
On deck, mat 2.
Rote with a fall in 1:18, and then a tech fall in 2:14, just early in the second period in the semi for him. We're at 126 pounds.
Again, we brought up another different look here. Another different look for Bergen County. We got gray, we got gold, and now we got white.
Bergen Catholic in the white with gold and red for this. It's the top seed, Nathan Braun, working from the top, trying to turn Rote from DePaul, and he's really close to it right now. His leg is hooked around the far leg. We're getting back points. He's already got a 3-0 lead, does Braun. He should have 3 or 4 back points there. It's 4, and a 7-0 lead. Just under a minute left in the first period, the 126-pound final. Attempt to roll by Braun. They roll through. I mean, this has just been Braun in control the entire time.
Well, it's in the name. Braun is in the name. He's using his brawn to control the match. Ooh, almost an escape there. He's jumping. Braun preventing it, though.
The Bergen Catholic wrestlers, from what I've seen today, they use their legs to hook in and keep you from countering them very, very well. And it's a skill that you can tell some teams really work.
Absolutely. The way they use it to hook and prevent people from moving at all. And when you have that, you have leverage and you can flip people on their backs to get back points.
Bergen Catholic with 236 team points, leading Sparta with 138.5, Kittatinny Regional with 119, and DePaul Catholic with 103, but they'll get a few more with consecutive finalists here. We're at 126 pounds. Nathan Braun, the top seed from Bergen Catholic. He's in the white. Delvin Rote of DePaul Catholic. He was the second seed in the green.
And a 2-point reversal there. Make it 9-0.
Braun concedes the neutral. It's 9-1. He's 7 points away from a tech fall, and he came very close to an actual fall there.
I mean, Rote's got to do something here to get some momentum back on this. It's been all Braun this whole bout. You got to do something.
I'm watching the way, and another 3-point takedown and a 12-1 lead, an 11-point advantage for Braun. He is 4 points away from a tech.
But he doesn't want the tech. He wants that pinfall is what he wants.
He wants to, and he's trying to get the tilt on Rote of DePaul Catholic. Had him briefly, gets 2, 14-1. So if he were to get a takedown, and he can afford to concede the neutral here, he could end this with a takedown. Working with the arm bar half Nelson combo, trying to turn the upper body. Swings his hips around. He's got the shoulders exposed. Swiping the back points. We're in tech fall. It's going to end somehow now. It's just, is it a pin or is it a tech? Braun swings his body, gets all his weight on the chest. We get a whistle. 4 back points, 18-1, and by technical fall, Nathan Braun of Bergen Catholic is the 126-pound District 3 champion for 2025.
Just pure domination.
Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We're on X at GardenStateHSW. We're on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And hey, go to YouTube. You can watch all of our coverage at Garden State HS Wrestling. We are at multiple locations today, and you can, if you're watching this one live, you can watch another final when this one wraps up. You can watch during the week. We are right now, while we're here, James Clark is calling the action from District 8 in Montville. That's scheduled for a 2 o'clock start. Don Brower is at Morristown. They are also scheduled for a 2 o'clock start. Matt Vargo and James DeCunto are in North Hunterdon for District 14. That's scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. And then we've got tomorrow, Don Brower is going to be at the North 1 Girls Region Final doing in at Vernon. And that's just going to be interviews. James Clark and you are going to be at the North 2 Girls Region.
Yes, sir.
At Union. And I am going to be in East Brunswick with Kira Hubmaster for the Central. And Matt Vargo and James DeCunto will bring you the South Region. That's a 1 o'clock start, at least at the moment.
A lot of great action.
Galloway.
A lot of great action here on Garden State High School Wrestling. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. Stay tuned for all the great finals action you'll be seeing here this weekend.
Up next is going to be the 132-pound final. Ryan Horenko of Sparta. He is the top seed, came in 30-4, has a win by pin, has a tech fall. He'll be against Cole Castles of North Warren. Castles with a pin in 1 minute, a pin 57 seconds into the second period in the semis. That's their road to the final. And the issue here is we're looking for Cole Castles. Horenko on the mat, ready to go.
And he's just pacing around, waiting for his opponent to get here. Probably wondering where he is.
You always want to make your opponent wait a little bit.
It's all in intimidation. It's all in the... Well, the coach is going to talk to him. It's almost like he's wearing down the nerve of his opponent.
Yeah, you have to wonder if there's something happening or if this is
I'd have to
trying to make him. It would seem it's very unusual here. Now Horenko is the top seed, came in 30-4. Cole Castles of North Warren, the sophomore, he came in 27-6. This is a matchup a lot of people have wanted to see.
The only problem is we gotta wait for it, I guess. People gotta wait a little bit longer as we find Castles here.
I think we're also waiting. We might be waiting for the match on the next. Yeah, the match on the adjacent mat, which is seconds from wrapping up, is the 126-pound Consi. So now they'll start. What they're doing is they're waiting. And here's Castles. Castles is ready to go, checking in. What they're doing is they're not starting a weight class until both the final and the Consi are done.
That makes sense.
So we've got at 132 pounds, Ryan Horenko for Sparta. He will be in the white with Columbia blue. Cole Castles of North Warren in the blue with red and white. Horenko 30-4 coming into today, a junior. Castles 27-6, a sophomore. Renko with the ankle pick, tries to take Castles over to back, holds the leg, drives through, three-point takedown for Horenko 15 seconds in. And he's trying to keep wrist control.
Very impressive early takedown, getting that momentum swing in your favor early for him.
I kind of think he wants to end this in less time than he waited on the mat for that other match to finish up.
Yeah, you'd think so, right?
3-0 for Sparta's Ryan Horenko. We'll see Logan Horenko later on.
Gotta love brothers in wrestling.
Horenko on top, Cole Castles, the 2 seed from North Warren in the blue on bottom. Trying to get to a base, but he's really being held down by Ryan Horenko.
Horenko is using all of his weight. I believe there might be a little bit of a weight advantage here, just like people may think.
Has the arm bar, had a half, but lets the half go. He's trying to swing his hips to the far side is Horenko. Now he's got the half near side, swings back around, continuing to work the arm bar.
Both men almost seem to be talking to the referee there.
Working toward the boundary is Castles.
How long do you think it take until they call it? No out of bounds call yet.
They need to have no points of contact within the circle under the new rule.
And there you go.
Doesn't take long. As soon as that foot comes up, they're going to whistle that. But that comes exactly at the buzzer. So after one period at 132 pounds, Ryan Horenko of Sparta in the white with a 3-0 lead. They're going to start neutral for this second period. The Spartans are currently in second, but they are 103 points behind Bergen Catholic. Bergen Catholic now with 241.5, Sparta 138.5, Kittatinny in third with 119. We're at 132 pounds. Ryan Horenko, the top seed of Sparta in the white. Cole Castles of North Warren, the second seed in the blue. They're out of bounds. They'll restart with 1:27 left in the second period.
Bergen County with a pretty much insurmountable lead here. Unlike the United States hockey team against the Soviets today in 1980, I don't believe there'll be any miracles today.
Bergen Catholic, the favorite among many. They start neutral. Castles look to do a throw. Now a shot by Horenko. Horenko's got the leg, drives through it, gets the takedown. 6-0 his lead.
Very impressive takedown. Uses momentum to swing the legs around and put him onto his stomach for a takedown.
Lead at the place winners at 126 pounds to the medal stand.
Horenko trying to bar the arm and just drive his way through. Keeps the feet moving, just keeps trying to work the turn.
He really is rinsing it in there.
He has that right arm barred. He went cross-face. Now he's relinquished it. Now he's trying to reach across underneath. He is really trying to torque Castles over. 30 seconds to go in the second period. 6-0 to lead for Ryan Horenko. And Horenko, he's almost got it. He almost has those shoulders twisted around. There's the pin. 19 seconds on the clock. With the pinfall, Ryan Horenko of Sparta, the junior, is your 2025 District 3 132-pound champion.
Just outside the time frame he needed to beat the other round.
Want to become a sponsor? Visit our site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Click on your logo here on your local team's page, or send an email to admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We will get back to you within 24 hours with a reasonable way for you to reach our wrestling fans throughout the Garden State as we take you deep into the postseason.
Should be quite the exciting postseason. Indeed.
So they're still finishing the 132-pound consolation match on the adjacent mat. When we resume, we will have the 138-pound final. Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic, freshman who came in with a 25-5 record. He will take on Logan Horenko. And I was here. Logan Horenko beat Asias Hernandez of DePaul Catholic with a takedown in the final seconds of their semifinal.
So it came
A
down to the wire?
7-5 decision. Oh, it was a great takedown.
Wow.
We're going to have footage I shot of the final of that match, probably up on social media later or when we do our roundup show Monday.
Sounds like something I guess I got to tune into.
I might be able to show it to you when we're off.
All right.
I may have to raw. Might be on my phone. I might be able to show it to you now.
Sounds like an incredible bout, though, between the two.
But showing you a video that they can't see at home is not the best television.
Yeah. This match, the Consi match is pretty close. It's 4-5, a minute 40 in the third. This one could come down to the wire, too. Make it 6-5.
6-5 now, and that is in favor of Kittatinny Regionals. Nicholas Martinez. He's against Jesse Arahu of West Milford. Arahu now working the arm bar. You can't see this. Why am I calling it? Little bonus coverage. We're going to give you some bonus coverage and switch over to the consolation mat. This is the 132-pound consolation. The winner here will join Ryan Horenko and Cole Castles, who you just watched, next week. So here you have Jesse Aruhu of West Milford. He's in the black and gold. Nicholas Martinez of the host Kittatinny in the blue and silver. An 11-6 lead.
Nothing like a little bit
for
of bonus wrestling.
Arojo.
Nothing like a little bit of bonus wrestling for you here.
Exactly.
Gotta love it.
I didn't expect to be calling this one either. Arojo was the 2 seed. He lost to Horenko in the quarterfinals, and Martinez lost to Castle. All in the, Arojo, both lost in the semis, obviously. Arojo to Horenko and Martinez to Castles, both by pin.
Ooh, good mat return there.
5 seconds left. This one's going to end.
Now wrestling the mat number 1, 138-pound consolation bout. Scotty Weiss, Waukegan Valley. Isaiah Hernandez, DePaul Catholic. Now wrestling
Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, Garden State HS Wrestling. We're also on YouTube, Garden State HS Wrestling, and there you can see all of our podcast shows, our breakdowns, our reviews, and all the action. You watch this match live, you can watch one of the other districts we're at later on when you get home. You can watch during the week. You've got a match coming up and you want to scout somebody, check it out. Garden State HS Wrestling on YouTube. 138 pounds on the mat. Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic in the gold. He has the red anklet. Logan Horenko of Sparta in the Columbia blue. He's green. And like I said, Horenko beat Asias Hernandez of DePaul with a late takedown, a 7-5 decision in that semi. It'll be Scotty Weiss of Waukegan Valley and Hernandez in the Consi that's going on adjacent to us. Here, no score. We're only 45 seconds in. Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic, the team leader by 100 points.
So he's been doing the work.
Against, well, he's been doing okay. Versus Logan Horenko. Gonzalez had forfeits all the way through to the semi.
I see.
And then beat Scotty Weiss with a tech fall, 325 in. Horenko won by fall in the round of 8. In the quarters, he won, and then he won that semi with the 7-5 decision.
It's a lot of hand fighting between, a lot of locking up, hand fighting early on. Both men humbly feeling each other out, seeing what they can get.
Yeah, a lot of swiping.
Definitely.
And in fact, I heard a comment, I believe it was during Logan Horenko's semifinal, somebody behind me in the stands saying it looks like they're punching each other.
Kind of did that for a second, yeah, but no, they're not punching. They're just swiping.
No, it's just trying to get a grip, just trying to get a feel, measure their opponent. No score after 1.
They might be using that first period there, like I said, to feel each other out, see what places they can get to, what places they can't get to. But that just leads to no score because there's not a lot of takedowns going on. There's no back points, obviously, because you're up in neutral 95% of the time.
Logan Horenko of Sparta in the blue on bottom. Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic in the gold with the lightning bolt on top. He basically concedes an escape there, 1-0 in favor of Logan Horenko. Ryan Horenko just won at 132 pounds. Driving through that takedown and getting the 3 points as Gonzalez takes a 3-1 lead. They're out of bounds right next to us.
That escape let up was almost apologetic.
Well, that's it. I mean, you could say, down with a 3-point. We've talked about this during all year since the rule change. Concede a point to get 3. It gives you a cushion. Caution against Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic on the restart.
Now he's got a caution. How will that affect it? How will that affect Logan's strategy here?
Working through, trying to turn Horenko is Gonzalez. He's got shoulders exposed. He's got body position high. He has weight on the shoulders, and he has the pin. Gideon Gonzalez at 45 seconds of the second period with the pin. Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic, the 2025 District 3 138-pound champ.
Justin Bradley, Kittatinny now wrestling on mat 1. Now wrestling on mat number 2, 144-pound championship. Sean Brown of Sparta. Manny Gusfa of Bergen Catholic now wrestling on mat 2. And if we could get the medal winners at 100 and to the medal stand.
On to 145 pounds. 144, excuse me. Round up. That's when you're working, teaching math. Be Sean Brown of Sparta. He was the top seed. The junior came in at 24-6. He will face Manny Gusfa of Bergen Catholic, the 2 seed. The freshman from Bergen Catholic entered today 17-7. Brown with a tech fall in the semis. Gusfa with a pin.
I feel like we're going to see a lot more of the gold versus Carolina blue here. A lot of people from Bergen Catholic, and a lot of people from Sparta, on the Bergen County, Bergen Catholic there.
At the latest update, Bergen Catholic with 247.5 team points. Sparta second, 144.5. Nice cartwheel through that attempted takedown. Three points for the takedown for Brown. Brown really showing some acrobatics there to escape that attempt at a roll. They're going to restart with Gusfa on bottom in the gold. Brown of Sparta in the blue on top. He leads 3-0. Try to get to his feet is Gusfa, and he gets the 1-point escape.
Indeed.
3-1.
3-1 early, got a minute left. Let's see what we can do here.
Potentially dangerous to stoppage here. And I think that Brown did tweak the knee a little bit. He's kicking it out. He's sitting right in front of us. Back to his feet. I think he's shaking off any injury time. They'll restart neutral with 1:03 to go in the first period. Brown with the 3-1 lead.
That looked like a knee-on-knee connection.
And I also think it was getting kind of wrenched sideways.
Mm-hmm.
No points there. Good mat wrestling. Back to their feet. Trying for the fireman's carry is Brown. Able to ride with it is Gusfa. 35 seconds to go in the first period. Brown clinging to that left leg.
Holding on for dear life on the left leg there.
Gusfa clamped down on the right ankle. He's turning with it, is the Bergen Catholic wrestler. Brown got free for a second, was able to square up. Inside 10 seconds to go in this first period. Another potentially dangerous stoppage. And I think what's happening is that Brown's knee is getting pulled out to the side almost to a 45 degree, and it looks like Gusfa has a tooth that's been knocked loose. He was telling his coach.
The medal winners at 138 pounds to the medal stand, please. Gideon Gonzalez.
They were so pretzeled up.
Logan Ernenko of Sparta and Isaiah Hernandez of the Ball Catholic to medal
Brown
stand,
is definitely feeling the leg there from the twist up there. He keeps rubbing it.
That's been an unusual angle. All right, that's the end of one. 3-1 the lead for Sean Brown, the junior from Sparta, over to freshman Manny Gusfa of Bergen Catholic. Again, both the wrestlers we're watching in the finals, and the winner on the adjacent mat will advance to next week. Takedown there by Gusfa gives him a 4 He had a point for an escape. Did they just get, they gave him a reversal, I guess. I thought they gave him a takedown. Score tied at 3, nothing being questioned, so it must have been a reversal instead of a takedown, and we're tied at 3.
The coach of BC there is looking at the scoreboard.
Oh, I'm pretty sure of that. Brown restarts on bottom with Gusfa on top. He's got wrist control and an arm bar, and he's trying to get it turned. Now goes crossface, swings his hips.
If anything, I'm sure the refs know what the score is. I'm sure they do.
I'm the only one who had a question, so it had to be a reversal and not a takedown.
Right.
And that's easier to believe. Trying to power up is Brown. Then tries a switch. Riding with it and countering is Gusfa of Bergen Catholic. He's in the gold with the white, black, and red lightning bolt and the BC on the back. Brown of Sparta in the Columbia blue with white. Caution for stalling against Brown. 35 seconds to go in the second period of this 144-pound final in District 3.
Gusfa there is trying to push the match forward in a way, really. Brown's not, he's just trying to hold it out to the end of the period. I think we've got to stop it here for another potentially dangerous.
It's another potentially dangerous. Brown will start on bottom. They're tied at 3, 12 seconds left in the second period. Trying for the switch was Brown, but Gusfa picked him up, planted him back down. No takedown, 5 seconds to go in the period. 2. Tied at 3 after 2 in the 144-pound final of the District 3 Championships. Coming to you from Kittatinny High School, John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney.
It's been a very fun tournament, very fun finals so far.
It has been. It's been a good crowd. They're going to start neutral with a point conceded. 4-3 now to lead.
See what both men can do here to start out. Ooh, big shot attempt there.
Trying hard to turn his way into a takedown is Kovach, but he's turned onto his back by Brown. The Sparta faithful want the takedown, they get it, and now Brown adds to that neutral with a 3-point takedown. His lead is now 7-3 with 1:20 left in regulation.
Now there's that risk to having the escape point there, because now instead of you go from being tied to being down 7-3 just like that.
They roll out of bounds. We'll get the stoppage. We'll get a restart at the center of the mat. 1:09 to go in this third period.
See, now Kovach's got to be aggressive here. He's got to find a way to get out of the bottom position quickly and get a takedown right away. He's only got 1:07 to do it. His coach is screaming to cut him.
The Sparta coaches yelling for Brown to cut him. A stall warning against Kovach. The Sparta coaches were basically on the mat yelling for, they were almost in the circle, yelling for Brown to cut him. I think everybody in this gym saw it except Brown, and now we'll start with Brown on top. He leads 7-3, coming up on 45 seconds to go. Trying to wrench to a mat return is Brown. He finally does cut him, to the applause of one of the assistants from Sparta. But now it's Kovach trying to come through with a takedown over the top. 7-4, a 3-point lead for Brown, the top-seeded junior from Sparta. He's on bottom in the blue, rolls through, he gets the takedown.
Wow.
10-4, just rolled through at the end for the takedown, 15 seconds to go.
What an impressive roll up right there by Brown. That was incredible.
Brown drops levels, going to scissor his head is Kovach. He can't do anything, and by a 10-4 decision, Sean Brown of Sparta is your 2005 District 3 champion at 144 pounds.
2025 District 3 champion. 2025.
What'd I say?
2005.
Oh my goodness, I am old. 2025 District 3 champion at 144 pounds, Sean Brown.
It happens.
150. Sirdashney Say of Bergen Catholic. He is red, he is in the gold with the black, red, and white lightning bolt. Mason Bucci of Newton, he is in the maroon and black. Say was the top seed, the junior 19-6. Bucci was the third seed, the senior 25-8. From the team side of things, Bergen Catholic up 99 points right now over Sparta.
Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any miracles today.
Yeah. You're going to have to win a lot of points. Takedown for Say gives him a 3-0 lead, 45 seconds into this 150-pound District 3 final on Garden State HS Wrestling. Going for the mat return, but it turns into an escape for Newton's Bucci. Cuts the lead to 3-1. I don't know that I've ever seen a mat return attempt become a neutral, but he rolled out of it. got to his feet, landed on his feet, and it becomes an escape instead of a takedown.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that either. That was impressive.
I don't
What
think
a
I've
way to
ever
counter.
seen anything like that.
What a way to counter there.
They back away. Referee has something to say. 30 seconds to go. Again, a lot of hand checking and swiping early in this match. 150 pounds. Shot by Say. Countered by Bucci.
I was ready for the boom of the mat there, but no, he flipped it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this again when I get home to see just how he did that. And then hurt myself trying to replicate it.
I'd be doing the same thing. I'd probably get myself hurt.
3-1 the lead for Say of Bergen Catholic in the gold as we move to the second period at 150 pounds here on GardenStateHSWrestling.com.
I have a friend whose nickname is Say, too. Makes me think of him. But it's a first name, not a last name.
I think both have now been spoken to about this restart.
At 144 pounds to medal stand, please. Sean Brown of Sparta, Manny Guspa of Bergen Catholic, and Joey Malillo.
Bucci now going for the mat return. Instead cuts him.
Joey Malillo of Newton, Manny Guspa of Bergen Catholic.
4-1 the lead now for Say.
Medal stand, please.
Well, because if you're Bucci here, you want to get the takedown and tie this thing up.
Instead, Say shoots the single leg. But underhooks by Bucci counter it. This is a really good match.
Yeah, it's been close.
And it's being fought at multiple levels.
Chin strap came undone there.
They restart neutral. Say with a 4-1 lead. He's in the gold for Bergen Catholic.
Then Bucci's in the garnet, black, and gray for Newton. Here's a question. Do you call it garnet or do you call it maroon?
I call it maroon, but probably should call it garnet.
Yeah, there's different things. I know Phillipsburg calls it garnet, but my alma mater, College of Virginia Tech, calls it maroon.
Yeah.
Every school is different.
I always think of garnet as being more of the red and maroon being more of a brown to it.
Yeah, like a brownish purple.
Yeah. Which is kind of why I lean maroon with this. Thus, end of the fashion segment of today's broadcast.
We've been talking about that all night. I say all night, but all day.
Take down there with a nice turn by Say. They roll out of bounds. Say increases his lead to 7-1. 30 seconds left in the second period. I could talk uniform design for hours on end, so.
As can I, honestly. I'm big into it when it comes to professional hockey. That's probably my number one, but I've never really thought about it from a wrestling perspective. Wonder if it affects the wrestlers at all. You know, look good, feel good, play good.
Trying for the lift was Say. Instead, he cuts Bucci 7-2. The lead for Say of Bergen Catholic in the gold.
Like I said, it's been very defensive, but like I said, there's been a few at the end of the period. It's been a few shoots here and there, but a lot of hand fighting, a lot of swiping.
We're going to the third period, 7-2 to lead for Sarasa Say of Bergen Catholic, and I apologize for however I'm mispronouncing that. He's against Mason Bucci of Newton. Bucci in the maroon. Another point and a timeout stoppage here. 7-3 to lead now. They're going to restart neutral. Shot by Bucci. He backs up when it's countered by Say. A lot of swiping. A minute and a half to go in regulation. Bucci trailing Say by 4. Say Going for the tackle takedown, but they're out of bounds.
Hold your horses. That was, whoa, that was fast.
Neutral restart.
44 pounds, Sean Brown of Sparta, Manny Gusva, Burton Catholic to the
It really has been a close match, honestly. Back and forth.
They lock up and then break off. A minute we're coming up on to go in regulation. Bucci of Newton needs to make up 4 points, but trying to get a single leg is Say, and now Say drives through, and he gets the 3-point takedown. 10-3 his lead. He's a point from a major. We get a stoppage for a potentially dangerous 47 seconds to go.
Now, if you're Bucci here, you gotta be, like I said, get out of this, and you have to get 2? No, you have to get 3.
I would almost try for a reversal here, then cut him, and then try for the takedown.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do here to be able to.
Because I like the reversal from bottom position, for what it's worth.
Gets the escape.
Say concedes the escape, I think, more than anything else there. 10-4. Bucci trails by 6. 30 seconds to go. Shoots the double leg and gets 3 back. It's 10-7 now with 20 seconds to go in regulation. He's got to try to turn him, does Bucci, and get some back points here.
Ooh, big shot to the head. Yeah, he's trying to. That's exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's his best bet right now, but I don't think he has enough time to do it. He even looked back through the hold to see the clock and realized there were only 4 seconds. Say of Bergen Catholic wins by decision at 150 pounds.
What a back and forth contest that was. Oh, it was any man's bout there.
157-pound final up next. Joey Canova, who won his semi with a fall at 28 seconds. He's from Bergen Catholic. He will be facing Robert Orlando of DePaul Catholic, who won a 6-0 decision. Canova, who was the top seed, coming in at 28-3. The junior in the white with gold and red. Orlando, who was the 3rd seed, came in at 16-11. He's a junior. Both juniors here. Early takedown for Canova.
That was definitely a quick one, too. Orlando didn't even, I don't think he would even saw it coming that quick.
Only a half dozen weight classes left. Roll through that. And a neutral now. A neutral given to Orlando from DePaul. And a little attention needed for Canova.
Took a loose tooth.
Yeah, it's the second one we've seen. 122 remaining. Your sponsors today are Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, the Harrington Companies and Contractors, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. Local sponsors of today's districts from Kittatinny Regional are LC Auto Service of Stillwater, Dr. Kristen Soul Family Chiropractic, Out of Space Self-Storage, I love that name, Jay Kramer Landscaping and Snowplowing, and Sesco's Restaurant. We are back underway.
We are thankful for all our amazing sponsors here at Garden State High School Wrestling for helping us color all the action in the Garden State.
And Ada McLean of Kittatinny to the medal stand, please.
6-1. And a quick pin for Joey Canova of Bergen Catholic. Canova with the pin 55 seconds into the first period. Joey Canova, the junior from Bergen Catholic, is the 2025 157-pound champion. As we move on.
We didn't even get a
100
chance. We didn't even get a chance to call that.
I know. 165-pound Cody Anich Farrell of DePaul Catholic. He's a senior in the top seed, came in at 23-10. He is going to face A.J. DiGiovanni of Bergen Catholic. That will come after the end of the 157-pound consolation match. Follow us on social media. On Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Your teams, your counties, your site. Even as we go through the states, you can also go to YouTube, see all of the work that we've done. Just look up Garden State HS Wrestling. You can watch replays, you can watch more live matches, you can watch us discuss the matches, you can watch the team that your team's going to be wrestling against in a few days. You can watch your next opponent. So many ways that you can watch on our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how you feel about what we're doing.
We're the best place to get your wrestling fix for the Garden State of New Jersey. So who have we got in the consies right now? Just out of curiosity. Who do we got?
The consie right now is Garrett Van Houten of Sparta in the blue, and Tyler Moroden of Newton in the maroon. We're in a stoppage here, which is holding things up on the adjacent mat. And what they're doing, as we've said, here at Kittatinny High School, they are wrestling the championship and the consi in each weight class. But if one's not finished, they are waiting until the other finishes. Want to advertise with us as we do this coverage? Go to your local team's page, click on your logo here, or send an email to admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We're going to take a live look in on this consolation match at 157 pounds. Garrett Van Houten of Sparta, and he was the 4th seed. He's in the blue. Tyler Moroden, who was the 2nd seed from Newton, in the maroon or garnet, excuse me. Moroden with a 12-8 lead, if I saw the score indication properly. They're locked up, and they're just starting the 2nd period, so we're going to be waiting a while for the 165-pound final to start. Shot there by Moroden. Gets the 3-point takedown. He has a 15-8 lead, and he's trying to turn him onto a back. Gets 3 back points, 18-8. He has a 10-point lead. He's 5 points from a tech fall. Moroden working near wrist. He's got wrist control, trying to chop him down, trying to drive through it. Not really willing to concede that escape, but he does. 18-9 now, the lead for Tyler Moroden, the Newton Jr., who was the 2nd seed. Garrett Van Houten of Sparta in the blue, trying to defend against this.
Like you said, he did not seem like he wanted to give up that escape, but his coach was telling him to.
And I believe the official just instructed both wrestlers to keep wrestling, to not stop. We had a long stoppage in this. There's a shot by Moroden.
Like you said, both men from the finals, and then one of these men here are on to next week, right?
Winner here goes to next week with both finals wrestlers. Takedown there. That gives Moroden a 12-point lead. He's 3 points from a tech fall as the second period comes to an end. I will say it is kind of cool to do a live look-in.
It is kind of neat.
They'll start the third period neutral. Junior Tyler Moroden of Newton with a 21-9 lead. I think they just gave, I think this is over. Yeah, it's 15, it's over. Moroden with the early takedown, just 10 seconds in, and a 24-9 technical fall over Garrett Van Houten of Sparta. We'll take a look at the team scores. We don't expect a lot of change. 251.5 points for Bergen Catholic. 148.5 for Sparta. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, formerly Twitter, at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. 165 pounds on the mat here in the final. Cody Anich Farrell, the top seeded senior from DePaul Catholic. He's in the green, started the day 23-10. He's against the junior AJ DiGiovanni of Bergen Catholic. Came in 14-9. He is in the gold with red trim. We haven't seen this look yet, have we?
No, we have not.
So a new look. Moving a lot of merch here is Bergen Catholic.
Definitely a lot. A lot of different looks from a lot of different wrestlers.
They've got European soccer teams looking on jealously. And they're guys that can roll out different jerseys.
This is almost NBA levels of jerseys.
Oh. Minor league baseball levels.
I think the Somerset Patriots, one of the baseball teams, have like 4 of them. Like they have one that's for like a Spanish promotion, one for like a diner
The
thing.
Jersey Diners they play as. They do they have a red, white, and blue one that they wear around patriotic holidays. Here we have Cody Anich Farrell, the top seeded senior from DePaul Catholic. He's in the green. And we have the second seed, AJ DiGiovanni, a junior from Bergen Catholic. He's in the gold. No score halfway through the first period. John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney, coming to you from Kittatinny Regional High School.
Kittatinny's been a great host so far today.
They really have, and you've got a legendary coach here in John Gill, making sure that we were positioned where we needed to. I mean, helped us carry the table. You got to thank him and thank the athletic director and everybody else here for all of their help.
Shot attempt there.
Jeff Facina, the athletic director here at Kittatinny Regional. They remain in third place in the team race. 24.5 points behind Sparta. Sparta in second with 148.5. Bergen Catholic's lead is up to 109 points. They have 257.5. Just running away with this. No score here at 165. One period into the final between Cody Anich Farrell and AJ DiGiovanni. Anich Farrell in the green of DePaul Catholic. DiGiovanni in the gold of Bergen Catholic. Starting on top, Anich Farrell trying to drive through.
Robert Orlando, DePaul Catholic.
It was very defensive first period to start out. Like I said, both of them probably feeling each other out here in the early goings.
DiGiovanni's tried a sitting switch twice, and Anich Farrell was able to clamp down on it. But now a reversal gives DiGiovanni a 2-0 lead, and the Bergen Catholic Junior driving through.
Heavy on the mat pressure here.
And there again, Bergen Catholic has a great job tying the leg up, trying to work a crossface and chop down the base of Anich Farrell.
Been talking about that pretty much all tournament long. The Bergen Catholic wrestlers have been using their legs in every aspect to keep the opponent from getting back up to base.
Stalemate called. They'll restart.
Start with Aniche, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, on bottom here.
Aniche Farrell on bottom from DePaul. DiGiovanni on top, trying to drive through, trying to go for the mat return. Big bow! Face first mat return by DiGiovanni. Still powering back up to his base is Aniche Farrell, but that one had to sting a little bit. And now driving through it, they're looking for the takedown. One for a neutral given to Aniche Farrell. 2-1 the score now in favor of DiGiovanni, coming up on 30 seconds left in the second period of this 165-pound final.
What an amazing mat return there. That definitely will shake you up in the grand scheme of things. But he managed to escape anyway and got the point. Now it's even closer. Going into the 20 seconds left in the second. People from the crowd shouting the time. Ooh.
Feints the shot
and
then takes it late.
Dueling
shot attempt. Whoa.
Oh.
He apologizes for it. Out of bounds. Coach is telling Cody Aniche Farrell, the top seed, to start on bottom. He trails 2-1 in this 165-pound final to Bergen Catholic junior H.A. DiGiovanni.
Now, Cody almost caught DiGiovanni sleeping there because DiGiovanni looked up at the scoreboard to see how much time, and that's when he took a shot. Almost caught him sleeping.
Right, I think that was, he faked a shot. DiGiovanni got distracted. Now DiGiovanni clinging to the leg, trying to force him off is Aniche Farrell. He tries almost an enziguri there to flip out of it. No points, still 2-1 in favor of DiGiovanni, who's on top. More than 30 seconds gone in this third period of regulation.
That was almost an enziguri there. That was a flip and a half almost.
DiGiovanni has the arm stretched out, pulled free, and now a 2-point reversal gives Aniche Farrell a 3-2 lead as we hit 1 minute left in the third period of this 165-pound District 3 final.
There's the counter that he was looking for.
I did not think it would be like that, though. To pull the arm back out through everything, pop it free, and then get on top. A really efficient reversal that took a lot of work, if that makes any sense. Stalemate called with 35 seconds to go. Cody Aniche Farrell of DePaul Catholic with a 1-point lead.
Coach is giving guidance to both men here.
Aniche Farrell on top, trying to work a turn, trying to hold his bases to DiGiovanni. DiGiovanni reaches back around, grabs a leg. Aniche Farrell swings away from it, but he's got a stall warning against him now. It's 15 seconds to go. Trying to power back to his feet, trailing by 1. DiGiovanni, we're inside 10 seconds. We're inside 5.
4,
Tight waist
3.
by Aniche Farrell. He muscles DiGiovanni back down. Cody Aniche Farrell of DePaul Catholic wins the 165-pound championship here in District 3.
What an entertaining.
That was a good. Now, we saw him earlier in the year wrestling up, win the 175-pound at the PCT.
Yeah.
175, and the hometown wrestler, Ethan Dowling of Kittatinny Regional, the top seed at 33-2, will take on Genty Idrizi of
Bergen Catholic.
Bergen Catholic. You got it right.
Yeah.
Idrizi in the gold with the black, white, and red lightning bolt. Darling, who scored a tech fall in the semis, in the silver and blue.
There's another referee calling the other referee over who was checking something on his phone.
Now they're ready.
And they say us kids get distracted by our phones all the time.
On deck mat number 1 at 190 pounds.
Now you know the crowd here is going to be pulling for Darling here.
No doubt.
West Milford on deck mat 1.
Darling came in 33-2 and scored a tech fall in the semis in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Genti Idrizi, the senior from Bergen Catholic, with a 10-7 decision in his semifinal. Again, both of these wrestlers will be joined by the winner in the consolation match next week.
A lot of amazing action still to come next week.
We got 175, 190, 215, and 285 still to come here on GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And we may be done in time for you to tune into one of the other districts that we're doing. We are at, I think, 3 other places today. We are at, and let me get it in front of me so I don't misspeak. We're going to be at District 8 in Montville. That's scheduled to start at 2. We'll be at District 12 in Morristown. That's scheduled for 2. We'll be in North Hunterdon. That's scheduled for 3. And then we've got the girls coming at you tomorrow. So we're not even close to done with the best high school wrestling in New Jersey here on GardenStateWrestling.com. Here we're at 175 pounds in District 3. Ethan Darling, senior from the host Kittatinny Regional, in the blue and silver. And Genti Idrizi, senior from Bergen Catholic, in the gold with the red, white, and black lightning bolt. No score here in the waning seconds of the first period. Period ends mid-move, and we're scoreless to start the second.
Scoreless doesn't mean that there wasn't any wrestling going on.
Oh, no, there's great wrestling going on. Darling will start on bottom, Idrizi on top.
Well, because a lot of my friends back in high school who really didn't understand wrestling all too well, and granted I wasn't amazing with it either, thought that, oh, if there's no score, ooh, big mat return now.
Sitting switch to a mat return for Darling. He gets a 2-point reversal, and he's got shoulders exposed. He gets the pin. Ethan Darling of Kittatinny wins the 175-pound title with a pin 17 seconds into the second period.
And the crowd loves it.
This match is moving fast.
This tournament is moving fast.
Yes, it is. Darling making his way over to the scorer's table, being congratulated.
As you can see on our camera there, the boys very excited to congratulate their brother on an impressive win.
And we're going right to 190. Luke Brown, the top seed of Sparta. Senior came in 13-11. He will face Daniel Rendon of Vernon Township. The second seed, the senior came in 21-3. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for today: LC Auto Service of Stillwater, Dr. Kristen Soul Family Chiropractic, Outer Space Self Storage, J. Kramer Landscaping and Snow Plowing, and Cesco's Restaurant.
We are thankful for all of our amazing sponsors here at Garden State High School Wrestling for helping us call all the action. Another new look here. We got navy, or is that purple, and then gold?
It's navy and gold for
gold.
Vernon Township. And that's Daniel Rendon, who won his semifinal with an 8-7 decision. Luke Brown got here with a pin with 22 seconds left in the first period of his semi.
Again, a lot of early hand fighting here in the first couple seconds of the match here.
Level change by Brown, but then he gets back to his feet. I think he thought about a fireman's carry or a mat return and then backed out of it. He's been very quick to establish wrist control from this neutral position.
I've noticed that too, yeah. He's been very, very quick to grab the wrist and try to go for a shot.
Again, Brown, a senior, as is Rendon. Oh, he's got him up and takes him down. Big mat return by Luke Brown to Sparta, and a 3-point lead for him.
That was a thunderous move there from him.
Coming up on 30 seconds to go into first period. 3-0 for Sparta's Brown. He is in the Columbia blue. And on top.
I'd like to remind coaches, make sure you're considering or filling out your outstanding wrestler
He's on top of
ballots. I know we
Daniel
still have
Rendon
some to go,
of Vernon Township.
start filling out
in
your
the navy
outstanding
and gold.
wrestler ballots if you did not already.
Flirting with an out-of-bounds call in the waning seconds. They step out of bounds just as the buzzer hits, and we'll go to the second period with Luke Brown to Sparta holding a 3-0 lead.
Very tightly contested between these two men here so far. It's kind of amazing how much the low-scoring matches really are the closest.
Brown working from the back.
Brown using his leverage here, try and flip him on his back, but he's not letting him do it.
He's got far. Now he swings around. That's going to be an escape for Rendon. No, excuse me, they gave the escape to Brown. He's now up 4-0. Oh, now 4-1. 3-1. Okay, so I was right. The escape went up wrong. The escape was awarded to Rendon. It's 3-1 in favor of Luke Brown of Sparta.
Ethan Dowling of Kittatinny, Genty Adrizi of Bergen Catholic, and Logan Garrix of North Warrington medal stand, please.
No
Nice
point.
flip there, and driving forwards Rendon.
Genty Adrizi of Bergen Catholic and Ethan Dowling of Kittatinny.
And I think he might have caught Brown in the nose inadvertently. I don't think Brown's real happy about it.
He certainly doesn't look that way.
He said something to the referee. But they start without delay. 40 seconds to go. Trying to pull Brown down was Rendon. Brown rides it out, swings back around, and turns it into his takedown, steals 3 points, and now has a 6-1 lead.
Well, if you want one way to visualize your frustration there, that's one way to do it.
Trying to turn Rendon now. Brown works from the back. Inside 15 seconds to go in the second period. He has a 6-1 lead.
6-1 with 7 seconds left in the second. Got to do something here if you're Rendon.
6-1 the score after 2 periods in favor of Sparta senior Luke Brown. He's in the blue against Daniel Rendon of Vernon Township. Also a senior, he is in the dark blue. Luke Brown in the Columbia blue with white.
A lot of blue.
Shot by Rendon. He misses a right back almost into our camera for his close-up. Rendon pushes Brown.
Almost a camera crash there. That's how intense these matches get. Oh, Brown flipping him on his back here.
And another 3 for Brown, a 9-1 lead. Fortunately, Jack Barber paying attention, ready to move, and still athletic enough to avoid that, though I will give him a stalling warning for backing up. No point loss, but a stall warning against Barber on camera because he backed up. He should have waited until they engaged.
At least there's no points called on that one, but that's
No
all right.
points, just a warning. It's no big deal. Just watch it next time. Not a problem. Just something to think about. Brown concedes a neutral. 9-2 now, his lead over Rendon. Rendon with a shot. It's pushed off by Brown. Now Brown shoots double leg. Underhook by Rendon, counters it. Brown spins around, steals the takedown, 12-2. He has a 10-point lead with 35 seconds left in the third period.
Brown's been good countering and basically stealing every takedown from Rendon.
Very good at countering.
That's a skill in wrestling that coaches
Oh, it
try to
is.
teach.
I mean, it's to be able to sidestep and turn your body and not lose contact and be able to capitalize almost immediately. 10 seconds to go, 12-2. The lead 10 points for Luke Brown of Sparta. He's on back, and he is your 2025 District 3 champion at 190 pounds.
Now number 1 at 215 pounds, consolation bout, Ralphie Barca, Catholic, Trevor Greenwood, Kittatinny, now
What?
wrestling on mat
Like I said, that one was domination there.
Follow us on social media.
215 pounds,
On Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. On X, formerly Twitter, at GardenStateHSW. And on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And we're like in the middle of an argument between referees who just worked a match and somebody in a Kittatinny sweatshirt that I think is a spectator, and that was of questionable comfort level. Okay.
Everybody
Je-
take that.
Jeffrey Papinook, the junior from West Milford. He is in the dark blue. Liam Haslock, the junior from Sparta. He's in the white with Columbia blue. Our 215-pound final. They are going at it all upper body. That was an awkward leg angle. The takedown goes to Papinook, and he takes a 3-0 lead, trying to turn Haslock now. Haslock grabs an arm, trying to get out of it, gets an escape, 3-1. It's been an interesting afternoon, if nothing else.
Very true. Very, very true. It has really been.
Poor Zach's sitting here, they're yelling back and forth over his head at each other, acting out what they were disagreeing about. It was unique. Would have been good TV.
Indeed, it would have been amazing TV, I think.
I mean, you're not that far removed from somebody going through the Spanish announce table. We're at 215 pounds. With the leg is Liam Haslock of Sparta. He goes to the mat, no takedown. Good sprawl there, and now grabbing near leg and trying to get a crossface is Jeffrey Papinook of West Milford. Papinook with the turn. He's got the cradle hooked in. He's got shoulders exposed. Bridging is Haslock. The referee right there watching. 15 seconds to go. 10 to go. Turning away from the shoulders, but now they're wrenched back by Papinook, and there's a pin. Jeffrey Papinook with the pin. 1:55 into the first period to claim the 215-pound championship in District 3 Wrestling. So we'll have a lag now while the consolation match goes on. The consi is Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic and Trevor Greenwood of Kittatinny. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, formerly Twitter, at Garden State HSW, on Instagram, Garden State HS Wrestling, and you can go to YouTube, enter Garden State HS Wrestling. You'll find us. You can watch all of our footage. We are going to do a live look-in into the 215-pound consolation match. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic, he was the 2 seed. Trevor Greenwood of Kittatinny, the host, was the 3 seed. The winner here will advance with the champion, Jeffrey Papanook of West Milford, and the runner-up, Liam Haslock of Sparta.
Those referees, they're still talking about what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what went on there. No score here in the 215-pound consolation as we start the second period. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic in the white, Trevor Greenwood of Kittatinny in the blue and silver. Mat return, no points by Trevor Greenwood. Trying to power to a base is Barca. But Greenwood holding on, working near leg and crossface. Trying to pull the far shoulder back now. He's got ankle. He's trying to find leverage to work a turn here, Mark.
Yeah, but he's not finding it because of the defending wrestler there. He's not letting him get the leverage he wants.
Again, this is the 215-pound consolation match. The winner here will join the champ and the runner-up, advancing to next week.
No escape yet. No, he's going for another mat return.
Still no score in this match. Clasped hands warning and a stoppage, and the first point of the match is a clasped hand violation by Greenwood of Kittatinny. That gives Barca a 1-0 lead with 1:02 remaining in the second period.
Coach did not look happy about that. Excuse us there about the...
Yeah, we're trying to see this match. It's Greenwood still trying to control it. This is the earlier discussion continuing, believe it or not.
And a very heated discussion at that.
A stoppage.
In the bout here.
I think we're going to have to explain how to advertise here. Here we go. So much for the live look-in. Here we go. Greenwood of Kittatinny starting on top. He's in the blue and silver. He has a 1-0 lead. I think things are calming down here with the discussion about the earlier consi on the adjacent mat.
The coach of Kittatinny getting something from the mat there. I don't know what that was. And I believe it's Barca of Bergen Catholic with the
Barca of Bergen Catholics in the white.
Yeah.
Still struggling to turn as time expires on the second period.
I do believe
is Greenwood. We'll go to the third. A 1-point lead for Barca of Bergen Catholic.
That's what I was about to say. I believe it's actually Barca with the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Barca has the 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
Greenwood got called for the clasp hands. I may have misspoke. Yeah, Barca with the lead. He starts on top. And Barca trying to drive through it.
And not letting them.
Defensively wrapping both arms around Barca's right leg is Greenwood. But he's got to get some offense. We're 30 seconds into the final period of regulation, and he still trails 1-0 on a clasped hands call. Trying to get to a 4-point base now is Greenwood. He's chopped down by Barca. Greenwood reaches through, grabs the right leg. He's ridden back down by Barca. We're 1 minute into the third period, and let's have a blood stoppage. Hey, how could you advertise on a 3-ring circus that you're witnessing here in Kittatinny? You could go to your local team's page and click on your logo here, or you could email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours or so and talk to you about how you can reach our viewers who are tuning in on demand on the internet to stream the best high school wrestling New Jersey has to offer. And we're going to be bringing you girls matches tomorrow. We're going to be bringing you, we hope, some matches on the boys' side next week. We'll be bringing you some girls matches next week, and we'll be discussing all of the action as well. Plenty of ways to advertise. You can support us for the season, like Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, the Harrington Companies and Contractors, Apex Wrestling School, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee did. Or you can sponsor an event like LC Auto Service of Stillwater, Dr. Kristen Soul Family Chiropractic, Out of Space Self-Storage, J. Kramer Landscaping and Snowplowing, and Cesco's Restaurant did today. We're back underway. 50 seconds to go in regulation. And 215-pound consolation, a live bonus look-in here on GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic, a 1-0 lead over Trevor Greenwood of the host Kittatinny. That after a clasped hands penalty against Greenwood. Greenwood peeling up. He's trying to get the escape and tie this. Clinging on for all he's worth is Barca, but the escape by Greenwood ties it at 1. 15 seconds to go in regulation.
What an impressive escape there by the host man.
Which means we'll be with this match in overtime.
Yep.
And again, what they're doing today, the championships are on one mat. Consolation matches are going on at the same time. Looks like we're going to have another blood stoppage.
Please pick up your region passes. Coach from the ball to come up to the head table and get your region passes, please.
They're not starting a weight class until both the final and the consolation match are done. That's why we've given you a couple glimpses at the consies, because a final ended early, and we knew there was going to be several minutes when we couldn't bring you anything from the mat that we are located at. You can follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Here we go for overtime, 1 minute period. No score here, we'll do another minute.
We're getting bonus wrestling inside of bonus wrestling.
Exactly, free. This is doubly free wrestling. You're getting paid to watch this. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic in the white with red and gold. Trevor Greenwood of Kittatinny, the host, in the silver and blue, tied at 1. The winner advances with the champ and the runner-up to next week.
We're still going, and we only got 20 seconds left with no score.
No, we're going to a second. The champion again, 215-pound champ Jeffrey Papanyuk of West Milford. He had a fall with 5 seconds left in the first period. Liam Haslock, the runner-up. They're out of bounds with 3 seconds to go. No points. I think we're going to go to a second. The Bergen Catholic coaching staff, well, a sideways look. They were hoping to get a point out of that. I think we're going to go to the second period. Neutral start. No action.
We're going to number 2.
More free wrestling.
Gotta love it. And I think we're getting a little more blood stoppage too, because he's bleeding a little bit on the one side. But
yeah,
again,
he's bleeding from the nose. All we have remaining is 285 pounds, and then we'll try to get you the announcement of the outstanding wrestler for the tournament and the district coach of the year, which they did the ballot on. Coming up at 285 pounds will be Benjamin Shue, senior from Bergen Catholic, 27-6, and Bradley Kearney of Kittatinny Regional. He is also a senior, 16-10. Team scores 104-point lead for Bergen Catholic. All right, back to the consolation at 2:15. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic in the white, Trevor Greenwood of Kittatinny in the blue and gray. They're tied at 1. Barca leaning hard on Greenwood. Stalemate called. Start with Greenwood on the bottom. He's trying for the escape. He's trying to wrench his way out of it. Time expires. Let's do another overtime.
3. You can get 3 overtimes.
Now we're down to 45-second overtimes here. So you got to score quick.
30-second overtime.
30-second, I'm sorry.
Actually. Basically, it's a game of who can get up first.
Greenwood on top. Barca trying to get to his base. You're going to win this, I think, with a reversal
or an escape.
Or an escape. To do this with a takedown is going to be rather difficult. Greenwood on top, 5 seconds to go. Greenwood has to ride this out.
Do I hear 4 overtimes? 4 overtimes.
We're going to another overtime. And we're going to clean up the blood first.
Now, while we're calling this, we have an entire set ready to go at North Hunterdon High School right now with James DeCunto and Matt Vargo on the call. That just started at 2 p.m. Once we're done here, you can go check that out right over there. They're getting started up over there.
We also have District 8 from Montville with James Clark on the call. Last update I saw from James was they were looking at a 2:30 start. You can check in on that. Don Brower is in Morristown for District 12. They're also scheduled for a 2:30 start. Here we're still in the Consi at 2:15.
He does not get the escape there. No, the ref said no.
No escape. They're looking for the takedown. Bergen Catholic wants the takedown. And there it is. 4 overtimes. A reversal for Ralph Barca of Bergen Catholic. He takes 3rd and will advance to next week. You want to advertise with us? You want to follow us on social media? Let's follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling, or go to YouTube, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and you can actually channel surf and watch those finals that Mark and I were just discussing. Here we go. Last match of the day, 285-pound District 3 Championship. Benjamin Shue, the top-seeded senior from Bergen Catholic. He will be in the latest look, black with red and gold. First we've seen this one. He came in the top seed, 27-6. He's against Bradley Kearney of Kittatinny Regional. The senior came in 16-10. 285.
285. We've been talking wrestling fashion all day, haven't we?
Please be wrapping up your outstanding
It's a uniform thing.
wrapping up your outstanding
I mean, I could talk uniforms all day.
And I have to tell you, uniform design is nosediving. They need to pull out of it.
Can't say I don't agree with you on that. I think we need to find more creative ways to design a uniform that the people wear.
Way too much cause I can.
Yeah. Got to get people who actually know what they're doing when it comes to uniform design here. But
Shu gets the takedown, wrenching Carney to the mat. A 3-point lead. And Shu going for the quick turn. Going for the turn. He's got shoulders down and a pin. The fastest pin we've seen in the finals. Benjamin Shu of Bergen Catholic, 44 seconds to claim the 2025 District 3 285-pound championship.
go figure. We get 45-second pin after probably the longest match of the day. And once again, we're going to give you the consies right over here.
Yeah, we'll do a live look-in on the 285-pound consi. Zion Taylor of Vernon Township, the junior, came in as the 3 seed at 10-8. He is up against Sean Brown of Newton. He was the 3rd seed, the sophomore, 21-13. They're out of bounds. 9-3 the score in the consi that we're checking in on right now. And we're going to get you the outstanding wrestler, we hope, before we go off the air, and the coach of the year. But everything's going to wait on the completion of this consolation match that's on the adjacent mat. After one period, it is Zion Taylor of Vernon Township with a 9-3 lead over Sean Brown of Newton.
I still can't believe how fun this has been.
Oh, there's been a lot. There has not been a dull moment here in Kittatinny this afternoon.
No, there has not.
And we want to thank Zach Komar for his work as tech director, Jack Barber on camera. I think that stalling caution has expired and he's out of trouble now.
Again, we can have the coach from Bergen Catholic to the head table. Please pick up your wrestler and coach passes for the regional.
We've been having a good time. A lot of great action and a lot of great stuff today here at Kittatinny High School.
Bergen Catholic's going to end up with 266.5 points. Sparta second with 153.5. Kittatinny third with 130. DePaul Catholic fourth with 112. Newton, pending the outcome of this match, has 101. West Milford, 81 points. North Warren, 55. Vernon Township, pending the outcome of this match, 28. Wallkill Valley, 16.5 points. Again, we'll be with you with girls tournaments tomorrow. We're going to have live coverage from North 2 in Union, scheduled for a 1 o'clock start. Central girls region, that's going to be from Churchill Junior High School in East Brunswick. That's scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, I believe, because that's been a moving target. Yeah, it looks like just follow us on social media and we'll figure that out. And we'll also be bringing you, scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, the South Girls Regional. I know there was an update on that schedule. Let me find that. Here we go. Sunday update. North 2 is scheduled for a 2 o'clock start. You're going to have James Clark and Mark, who's sitting here next to me. You guys are going to be at Union.
Yes, we will, and it should be fun over there.
I will be with Kira Hubmaster at East Brunswick for the Central Girls with Zach. And then we'll also have live stream of the South girls with Matt Vargo and Nick Doctor. That's going to be from Abbascami down in Galloway. All three of those streams are scheduled for a 2 o'clock start, and then we'll be getting interviews with the winners from the North 1 girls region. And then we are scheduled next week to bring you more girls regionals and more boys action. 9-5 to score here in favor of Vernon Township's Zion Taylor.
I'm pretty sure it was Taylor, and then make it 10-5 now. He gets an escape.
I'm just trying to make sure I have red and green right as to who's who. Because you have Taylor in the blue from Vernon Township,
we will do a picture at the end with
Sean Brown of Newton in the maroon.
District champions, please be prepared for the photo that we will do at the end.
There we go.
All of the district champions, the coaches of the year.
Both men still going at it with 57 seconds left in the third.
No points.
Someone in the crowd shouting again.
Brian, takedown there and a throw by Newton's Brown, and he scores a fall with 33 seconds to go.
What a way to close out this incredible day of wrestling here at Kittatinny High School.
And a devastated Zion Taylor of Vernon Township finally gets up with some encouragement from the official. The win by Sean Brown of Newton by pin with 33 seconds left. Want to become a sponsor?
If we could get the medal winners at
Go to one of your local team pages.
Medal winners at 285 pounds to the medal stand, please. And
Or
district champs,
email admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and we will get back to you with information on how you can join us and reach your customers who are watching our coverage of the best high school wrestling in New Jersey. Welcome to the Harrington Company's press box. John Kovach, Mark Sirdashney. Bergen Catholic wins it going away, but some great individual matches right up to the end here, Mark.
Indeed, like I said, right at the end, it was a comeback win there because he was up down 10-5, flipped him, got the pin right away. We saw a lot of that, a lot of stolen points, a lot of quick victories today. A lot of amazing wrestling between all the amazing schools here.
Good offensive and defensive wrestling. Now, the top three advancing to next week. Follow us to see what we're going to do. We're trying to get the naming of the outstanding wrestler, but they're trying to get everybody together, and I don't know that we'll be able to do that. Let's run down our champions real quick. At 106 pounds, Matthew Mulligan of Bergen Catholic is the champ. Lane Smith of Newton, the runner-up. They'll be joined by Franco Furfaro, of DePaul Catholic in advancing. 113, Marcos Asan of Bergen Catholic, the winner. Connor Hallowich of North Warren, the runner-up. Kyle White of Kittatinny takes third. 120, Joseph Rizzuto wins a 3-1 decision. Micah Loudermilk, the runner-up. Patrick Bruseo of Sparta in third. 126, Nathan Braun of Bergen Catholic, the champ. Delvin Rote of DePaul, the runner-up. Keegan Murtaugh of Newton in third.
Braun dominated that match.
Oh, yeah.
Braun dominated that match.
Ryan Horenko of Sparta is your champion at 132. Cole Castles of North Warren, the runner-up. Jesse Arrojo of West Milford takes third. At 138, Gideon Gonzalez of Bergen Catholic with the pin. Logan Horenko of Sparta, the runner-up. Isaias Hernandez of DePaul in third. 144, Sean Brown of Sparta with the decision over Manny Gusfa of Bergen Catholic. Joey Malillo of Newton will join them next week. 150, Salzarza Say, and I'm sure I mispronounced it and I apologize, is your champ. Mason Bucci of Newton, runner-up. Aiden McLean of Kittatinny advances with a third-place finish.
That match between Bucci and Sam was an amazing, down-to-the-wire match. That was a great, great match.
Very good match. Joey Canova of Bergen Catholic, 55-second pin at 157. Robert Orlando of DePaul, the runner-up. And Tyler Moradin of Newton takes third. 165. Cody Anich Farrell of DePaul is the champ, 3-2 decision in a nail-biter over AJ DiGiovanni of Bergen Catholic. And Aaron Stone of Newton advances with his third-place finish.
Nail-biter is correct. That one was another really, really close bout between those two men. Really, really tight.
Ethan Dowling of the host Kittatinny is your champ at 175. Runner-up, Genti Idrizzi of Bergen Catholic. Logan Garrigus of North Warren takes third. We're going to trying to get the district champs for a photo.
And we'd like to announce at this time the district coaches of the year, so if they can please join the district champs as well.
They're announcing
assistant coach of the year, a unanimous vote for Mr. Craig Spencer of West Milford.
Craig Spencer of West Milford, unanimously elected assistant coach of the year.
And we're waiting for the head coach of the year, I believe, still.
We'll go to, at 190, Luke Brown of Sparta.
Head coach of the year from Kittatinny, John Gill.
John Gill, head coach of the year of Kittatinny Regional. Now we wait for the outstanding wrestler. 190, Luke Brown of Sparta is your champ. Daniel Rendon, the runner-up. Edip Oruli of West Milford advances with a third-place finish. 215, Jeffrey Papineau.
Outstanding wrestler at 175 pounds from Kittatinny, Ethan Dowling.
Ethan Dowling at 175, the outstanding wrestler of the year.
Hometown Dowling.
Jeffrey Papineau of West Milford is your champ at 215. Liam Hasluck of Sparta, the runner-up. Ralphie Barca of Bergen Catholic, third. And 285, Benjamin Shue with the 44-second pin. Brad Kearney of Kittatinny, the runner-up. Sean Brown of Newton with the pin with 33 seconds left punches the final ticket to next week. That's going to do it for us from Kittatinny. We'll be back with girls tournaments tomorrow. We'll be breaking all this down during the week. For Mark Sirdashney, Zach Comer, Jack Barber, this is John Kovach. Thanks for joining us on GardenStateHSWrestling.com.
Good night, everybody.